We've got Mr. Chris Barrie joining us on the line. Now, trouble seems to follow him whichever act he plays, whether it be Gordon Brittus or whether it be Arnold Rimmer. But he's joining us now, hopefully, with no problems. It is Mr. Chris Barrie. Hello, Chris.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
We're very well. How are you?
Pretty good, thank you. Pretty good.
Red Dwarf 10. I mean, it's just finished, and the DVD has just been released on Monday. Wow, amazing stuff. What was it like getting back into the suit of Mr. Rimmer?
It was great, actually. It was, I mean, obviously we did the special not so long ago, the Back to Earth three-parter, so, you know, it's not as if, I mean, that was the one after the big gap, so it took a bit of a while then getting used to it, but this time, no, it really was very, very quick, bit of dialogue, seeing the lads in all their outfits, all their costumes, you know, we hit the ground running, really.
I think the one thing that everyone's noted about this series as well is it's been in front of an audience. That's been the great thing about it, isn't it?
Well, Doug, you know, and all of the cast, you know, said after Back to Earth that really we needed an audience. You know, we wanted to get back to basics. And I have to say, all 6 audience nights on Red Dwarf 10, the audience were absolutely brilliant. They, you know, they had some long nights as well. Long nights sitting on those unforgiving, hard Shepperton seats.
Been there.
Yeah, been there as well.
And they were, you know, the decibel of laughter level never dropped. You know, they were absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I remember when we spoke to Doug, it was a couple of months ago now, we spoke to him. It was prior to the new series being aired, and watching the documentary as well, which is on the DVD, you just don't realise what actually happens behind the scenes, how much work goes into it, and how many people there are behind the scenes. I mean, when you watch a documentary, there's loads of people. You just can't. You're like, well, what do you do? It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, do you ever feel like there's so many people around you while you're recording it?
Oh yes, yeah. I mean, obviously, because we're looking out from the set to what's happening. You know, between us and the audience, if you like. Yeah, there are a lot of people. With a lot of important work to do, you know, and I think that documentary "We're Snegged" on the DVD, appropriately titled, tells everything, warts and all, really.
Yeah, because obviously it explains as well how close the show was to not actually even being aired.
Indeed, yes. And to be honest with you, I saw the boys earlier this week, and we were quite surprised at how many beans were spilt. But anyway, you know, there's nothing like getting the actual full story out there. And yeah, that 6-week slide that raised a few eyebrows with us. But you know, Doug, you know, has done a brilliant job, obviously, to get the stories up there and out there, and the writing, as you know, has been absolutely first class.
I've sent a Twitter out this afternoon on there and just basically asked people what's your favourite ever Red Dwarf episode, and my mobile phone's practically melted, and there's so much passion for the programme. And we've had suggestions like Polymorph has come up a lot of times, Status Leak has come up as well, Quarantine, Marooned. So you must get this question every single time someone bumps into you. What's your favourite episode and why?
Well, look, I mean, every series kind of has a favourite. It's difficult to pick one out of all the shows we've ever done since the 80s. But I do tend to go for the first appearance of Ace, which was Dimension Jump.
Yes.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I mean, I suppose that's from
What a guy.
point of view in many ways. Marooned, as you mentioned there, was
Yes.
a good one, because it was a nice sort of story. With lots
Yeah, I do like that one.
And Polymorph was good, is always a popular one.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people pick backwards, you know, which is quite interesting in its own way. I mean, but as I say, it's a testament to Rob and Doug's writing over the decades that there are so many shows to choose from.
Ace Rimmer, what a guy.
Indeed. Particularly the first appearance with Ace Rimmer, because then he had a decent wig.
Yeah.
The second appearance in later series was a bit of a thatch, which I was the first wig was like natural hair. It was fantastic. I could walk down the corridors and people didn't recognise me. Brilliant.
Now, a bit of a strange question, but I wanted to ask this one personally. The H that you wear on your head, which obviously stands for hologram, what is it made of, and how on earth is it stuck to your head? Because you obviously can't use super glue. Well, I hope not.
Or blue tack.
Well, no. In the old days, we had a sort of a clump of sort of latex that was stuck to my head with, makeup glue, wig glue, type stuff. But in later years, and of course for Red Dwarf 10, it's a cut piece of perspex, and it's put upon my forehead with double-sided. So it lasts a good 4 hours.
Yeah.
And then the double-sided fails a bit.
Has it ever fallen off during a take?
I don't think it has.
Well, that's
in
good.
This series. I think in earlier series, back in when we were in Starbug, because it got so hot in there because of all the lights under the floor and all around us. Later on, when we were doing a few retakes, I think it might have failed then. But in Series 10, it didn't. No, it stayed attached.
But before we go, one thing I noticed on the documentary was, obviously, you're known for doing your impressions. You do impressions of the rest of the cast on Red Dwarf.
It has been known.
Now, I would like to ask you, if you can, to quickly give us a little teaser of the rest of the cast.
Okay.
Craig?
How would that go? How would that go? Crichton comes through the door and says, Sir, please, you must come quickly. A postcard has arrived, sir. Hey, Crichton, calm down, man, calm down. Take it easy. We get postpods all the time. Just take it easy. Don't tell you anymore about a postpod. A postpod. There is something there that I can make love to. Depending on all of you. What are you talking about? There may be aliens there. That's me. So, how about that?
Fantastic. Chris, thank you very much for coming on. Now, anybody who hasn't seen the latest series of Red Dwarf, they can go and buy it on DVD now from any major store. You can go and buy it. It's fantastic. And let's hope to see another series on our screens very soon. But are you at Dimension Jump next year, Chris?
I am, yes.
You are, good. So I
don't know exactly which day, but I will be there.
Great stuff. So we might even see you there then, because we're going along again.
I know you're pretty you're regulars there. So,
yes.
I look forward to seeing you.
Yes, thank you very much, Chris, for your time. It's
Chris.
been marvellous speaking to you again. Have a lovely Christmas.
Yep.
Oh, he's done it again.
Oh, he's swearing again.
I was in the garden centre just now, and there was sort of a rather dodgy Santa walking around. I almost put a napkin up sort of saying, if you went ho, 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 I was going to go no, no, no.
It wasn't Robert in costume, was it, or anything?
Oh, no. He would make a very good Santa, wouldn't he?
He would, yes.
I'll tell him that, if work ever sort of dries up for him.
Thank you very much, Chris, for your time. It's been marvellous.
See you soon. Yeah.
Thank you. Take care.
Chris.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Across South Leicestershire and North Northamptonshire. Mark and Nina.
102.3 HFM.